this is your reminder that the way to actually get shit done and be productive and take the aligned actions is through your slowness, through your softness, and through your feminine. I'm going to say that again. The way to the aligned action, to getting shit done, is through softness, slowness, and feminine. And for many of us in the past, this concept of slowing down to speed up was an alien concept to us, because a lot of us came from patriarchal type organizations, ways of life that rewarded the doing, that was all about just the doing and the logic and getting shit done, doing the thing. We see this a lot in a lot of teachings from male teachers, which is absolutely the way for men. This whole action comes before motivation piece. But for women, the motivation, in terms of the aligned motivation, because we can all get shit done, we can all do the push, we can do the hustle, right? But the aligned action actually comes from a different place. And the aligned action comes from the slowness, the softness, the spaciousness to channel and receive information and then put that into action. So the most success that I've ever had in my life, in my business, in my relationships has come from a place of stillness and peace. And what has happened is when I've gone to things from a body-led approach first. So firstly, are my basic needs being taken care of? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? All of those things. Maslow's hierarchy. Are my basic needs being taken care of? Prioritizing those first. And then upping that into this self-devotional space. So this is why I say about going beyond self-care. This is not just I'm having a bubble bath. This is total devotion to self. When you can go into this devotion to self energy, you go into this space, you go into this stillness, and what you will find is that your energy will start to come back online, and you will find that you have got more energy, especially if the peace and stillness that you actively create for yourself, especially if that is a soul-led peace and stillness, you will find that you have more energy than you ever thought you could, and you will just naturally start to create. So you won't have to force or push or hustle or try and get some motivation from somewhere, because as soon as you give that feminine-led nourishment, the peace and alignment, the creativity just naturally comes. We're naturally creative beings, and we start to create. So we do the things, we create the aligned things for the business, we sell the aligned things for our business, we create the artwork, we do the housework, whatever the thing is, we are naturally creative beings. So when we allow ourselves that space to channel, and then not only do we take the action when we move into that space, but we also take more of the aligned action. So we're not doing for the sake of doing, but actually we're really clear on where we're headed and what we're doing with that information. So the way to actually getting shit done and getting motivation is through stillness, softness, peacefulness. And this is truly how we lead from the feminine. Let me know in comments if you agree.